Se prevé que fuertes nevadas, hielo, lluvia y tormentas colapsen este lunes los horarios de las aerolíneas en una franja de casi 2.100 kilómetros en Estados Unidos, que va desde el Valle de Ohio hasta el Atlántico Medio, incluyendo la capital, Washington. El personal de varios aeropuertos del país, entre ellos Filadelfia, Ohio y Maryland, trabajan sin descanso para mantener despejadas las pistas y evitar retrasos. Aunque esta mañana el sitio FlightWare informó que unos 1.300 vuelos ya habían sido cancelados. Los equipos utilizan quitanieves y escobas para mantener las pistas despejadas, en medio de una advertencia de tormenta invernal en varios estados que espera acumulaciones de nieve y aguanieve de entre 12.5 y 25 centímetros y cantidades aisladas de hasta 40 centímetros. El Aeropuerto Internacional John Glenn de Ohio recomendó a los usuarios que estén por viajar asegurarse de comprobar el estado de su vuelo antes de dirigirse al aeropuerto con suficiente tiempo extra. Al menos 3 personas han muerto en accidentes de tráfico en Kansas y Missouri debido a la tormenta y se espera que abandone la costa este a última hora de este lunes.
A major winter storm is affecting 70 million people with nearly 4 million under blizzard warnings as dangerous snow and ice spread across 1,500 miles.
We're taking a live look right now in Missouri where a winter storm warning is in effect. Officials urging drivers to be cautious of black ice as the storm moves across the Midwest. CNN's Allison Chinchar is tracking this truly wicked weather from our weather center. Allison, what areas right now are of most concern?
Right. So imminently, the biggest concern is going to be across the Central Plains as well as portions of the Midwest. This is a look at Kansas City right now, and it's a little blurry on the right-hand side. It's not the camera that's broken. That is a thin layer of ice that is formed on the camera, making it very difficult to see. The temperature right there in 21 degrees. Now, we talked about this yesterday. There was going to be a thin layer of ice coming down in a lot of these places and then the snow on top of it, making it more dangerous on the roadways because you just can't see that ice. Look at some of these numbers coming in several locations. We are talking at least 1/4 of an inch of ice. That can bring down trees, power lines, not to mention coat the roadways. But you even have Colby, Kansas, getting dangerously close to 1/2 an inch of ice. And keep in mind, in a lot of these places, it's still coming down. Look at this. You've got the white indicating snow. You've also got ice. We've got rain. We've got thunderstorms. We even have thunder sleet coming down in a few spots right now. So a lot going on this map. When we zoom in a little bit closer, again, you can see for a lot of these areas like Wichita, it's going back and forth. So you're getting some snow, you're getting some freezing rain back and forth. Kansas City also getting some. St. Louis now transitioning to snow, but again, you've still got some of that freezing rain component there in some of those southern suburbs. When you look at how widespread a lot of these alerts go, look at this. It stretches 1,500 miles for all of these winter weather alerts across portions of the central U.S. as well as the Ohio Valley and into the mid-Atlantic. The biggest concerns we have, the 2 top concerns, are really going to be the very dangerous, if not impossible, travel in some spots, and also the potential for widespread power outages in some of these locations, especially this spot right here, where you're talking portions of southern Indiana where it meets that Kentucky state line. This is where we have a level 4 out of 4, the extreme category, the highest you can get, where we're looking at potentially substantial disruptions to daily life in some of those areas. Now, the system right now is in the central U.S. By the time we get to this evening, it really kind of focuses that target right over the Ohio Valley. Then by early tomorrow morning, centered over the mid-Atlantic, including places like Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. Then finally by tomorrow night, the low pressure system moves back out over the water, but you still have some of that residual moisture on the back edge of it that's really going to continue to cause some problems there. Widespread totals, likely about 4 to 6 inches at least, but there will be some spots that could easily pick up over a foot of snow for what they have over the next couple of days, about 24 to 48 hours from now. Keep in mind some of those locations, especially if you saw maybe the lower total, say 2, 4, 5 inches of snow, it may be on top of a layer of ice. And some of these spots, 1/4 inch, 1/2 an inch, even a few locations of 3/4 of an inch of ice underneath that snow. That's what we're talking about, these treacherous conditions on the roadways, making it very dangerous. Now on the southern end, it's going to be warmer. So you don't have the snow or the ice component to worry about, but we do have severe thunderstorms potential, especially right through here, this area where Mississippi, Arkansas, and Louisiana come together. We have the potential there not only for damaging winds, but also even potentially a few tornadoes, especially late this afternoon and into the evening.
Se estima que se interrumpirán los viajes matutinos y complicarán los horarios de las aerolíneas en toda la costa este. Las empresas y agencias gubernamentales de la región están anunciando cierres, mientras que justo al oeste varios estados ya han estado lidiando con el mal tiempo, cerrando las principales carreteras, dejando a la gente varada. temporada. En total, el clima traicionero abarca una franja de casi 2.100 kilómetros de Estados Unidos y afectará a aproximadamente 60 millones de personas. Detrás de la tormenta, un aire gélido se está asentando en el centro del país. Más de 45 millones de personas desde Nebraska hasta Texas y al este de Luisiana están bajo alertas de clima frío, donde es posible que haya temperaturas bajas bajo cero y vientos helados por debajo de cero.
Just my short amount of travels this morning, there are some really bad conditions out here. There's a lot of snow, significant amount of snow. You can see that, about 2 to 3 inches right now, and it's rapidly coming down, getting worse. Out in this time, it's not good. It's better to stay home, allow road workers, KDOT people to get the roadways as clear as we can, and let first responders hand those critical calls.